dear students. So in the last class we had studied about the electric circuits. We had also studied about electric fuses. We had studied about MCBs. We had also studied about electromagnets, right? So this was the last slide where we left. So this is actually the electromagnet. As I told you, electromagnet is a temporary magnet. Okay, it only serves as a magnet when current flows through it, right? So now this is the switch. So you can see there is a gap in the circuit. The switch is in the off position. Okay, the switch is in the off position here. So since the switch is in the off position, so no current will flow through the circuit. There will not be any kind of current flow in the circuit since the switch is in the off position. So now if you close this, the switch will be in the on position. So once the switch is in the on position, current will start flowing through the circuit. Okay, this is the battery. From here the current will start flowing through this coil of wire. This is the coil of insulated wire, and it will flow through the circuit this way. So when the current will flow, this iron nail now will behave as an electromagnet. Okay, so this will behave as an electromagnet, and if there are any kind of magnetic materials like alpins or safety pins, then it will come and cling to the electromagnet. It will come and just cling to the body of the magnet. So once you again off the switch, after you off the switch, all the pins, all the magnetic materials will fall off from this electromagnet. Okay, so this is how an electromagnet works. Okay. Yeah. So now we come to the next topic, that is electric bell, which is a very important topic. So let's start. An electric bell consists of a coil of wire. The coil acts as an electromagnet. An iron strip with a hammer at one end is kept close to the electromagnet. So the electric bell, it consists of a coil of wire. Okay. So there is a coil of wire. I will show you the diagram. And this coil acts as the electromagnet. That means it will only work as a magnet when current is flowing through the coil. Okay, so the coil acts as an electromagnet. An iron strip with a hammer at one end is kept close to the electromagnet. So this is the diagram. So this you can see is the coil. So this coil is around a magnetic material. Okay, so this will now work as the electromagnet. Okay, then this is the iron strip, so that is kept close to the coil. Okay, yeah. So so an iron strip with a hammer at one end is kept close to the electromagnet. So this is the hammer, as you can see, and this is the iron strip. It is kept quite close to the electromagnet. There is a contact screw near the iron strip. When the iron strip is in contact with the screw, the current flows through the coil, which becomes an electromagnet. So now there is an iron strip. So this iron strip is kept close to the electromagnet. So this is the iron strip, and this is the contact screw. Can you see the screw out here? Yes. So this is the screw. So this is the contact screw. This is the iron strip. So there is a contact screw. When the iron strip is in contact with the screw, then the current will flow through the coil. Okay, so this is the contact screw and this is the iron strip. Now when this contact screw is close to the iron strip, okay, it is when it is in close contact with the iron strip, that means there has to be no gap. So when there is no gap and it is in close contact with the iron strip, then current will start flowing, and when the current will flow this way, okay, and it will flow through the electromagnet, and then this particular magnetic material will start behaving as the electromagnet. Okay, it then pulls the iron strip. In the process, the hammer at the end of the strip strikes the gong of the bell to produce the sound. So now what is going to happen? So this is the gong, you can see. Okay, this hammer has to strike the gong for sound to be produced. Okay, so you know in electric bell, whenever you press the switch, a sound is produced, right? So this hammer has to strike the gong for the sound to be produced. So when will the sound be produced? When this contact screw is in contact with the iron strip, Okay, so when it is in contact with the iron strip, current will start flowing. So when the current flows, this will become an electromagnet. So when this becomes an electromagnet, it will attract the iron strip towards it. This iron strip will now go and touch this electromagnet, because you know iron is a magnetic material, right? So when this will become an electromagnet, it will attract the magnetic material. And what is the magnetic material here? The iron strip. So iron strip is the magnetic material. This iron strip will come and get attached to the electromagnet. So when it gets attached to the electromagnet, this hammer, you can see automatically it will come and touch the gong. It will strike the gong and the sound will be produced. So this is how, you know, in case of the electric bell, sound is produced. So this is the switch. You can see this is the switch. So when you press the switch, current will start flowing. When will the current start flowing? So first, when you press the switch, this contact screw will come in contact with the iron strip. So when it comes in contact with the iron strip, current will start flowing, and when the current flows, this will become an electromagnet, and when this becomes an electromagnet, it will attract this iron strip towards it. This iron strip will come and touch the magnet, and in turn the hammer is going to strike the gong. Okay, so this is the diagram of the electric bell. I hope it is clear to each and every one of you, right? Okay. So however, when the electromagnet pulls the iron strip, it also breaks the circuit. Okay, so it will break the circuit, isn't it? Because when this iron strip will come and touch this electromagnet, there will be a gap here, isn't it? So there will be a gap in between the contact screw and the strip. There will be a gap here because the strip will go and touch here. So when there is a gap, it will break the circuit. Okay, it is going to break the circuit. The current through the coil stops flowing. The coil is no longer an electromagnet. So when the circuit is broken, what will happen? It will no longer now behave as the electromagnet because the current will stop flowing. That is why when you press the switch once the bell will ring. Okay, it will not keep on ringing. When you press the switch twice the bell will ring. Okay, so this is why does it happen? Because once you press the switch, this will come in contact with this. There will be a break in the circuit. So only once the hammer will strike the gong. It will not keep on striking like this. Okay, because once you press the switch, once this is going to touch this, the hammer is going to strike the gong. Okay, it will not repeat it again and again. So if you press the switch again this is going to happen. Again you press the switch, again this is going to happen. Okay, I hope I'm clear to you. Okay. So the coil is no longer an electromagnet. It no longer attracts the iron strip. The iron strip comes back to its original position and touches the contact screw again. This completes the circuit. So after that, what is going to happen? Once this is going to strike this, the hammer is striking the gong. After this is done, again it will come back to its original position. Okay, so again it will come back to its original position, and in that way again the circuit is going to break. Okay, so once the circuit is going to break, then again what is going to happen is there will be no current flow, okay, through the circuit. Okay, the current flows in the coil and the hammer strikes the gong again. So when does it happen? When you press the switch again, the current flows in the coil and the hammer strikes the gong again. This process is repeated in quick succession. The hammer strikes the gong every time the circuit is completed. This is how the bell rings. Okay, so hammer keep on striking the gong every time the circuit is completed, and this is how the bell rings. I hope I'm clear. So I'll give you some YouTube videos. You can go through them. Thank you all of you, and have a nice day ahead. And we have completed the chapter. Thank you.